USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Hey, good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes, it's Monday.
15 more days until Christmas. This is the most wonderful time of the year, so I hope that you're enjoying every single moment. It's officially Christmas to me now because yesterday the Christmas tree went up. Drop on the clue bombs for me, damn it.
Oh, you're a little late with it?
A little late, but I've been busy, But as long as you get it out, as long as you got like more than 10 days to have the tree up, I think you're fine. You don't wait till like the week before.
Okay.
Today's only the 10th.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I had a crazy weekend. First, shout out to my daughter. Her daughter, she had the winter formal over the weekend.
What is that?
That's kind of like where they dress up and have a dance in the winter, so they call it the winter formal.
Oh, just the reason for parents to donate money to the school for something?
Something like that. So she had a winter formal. Like I said, Gia was out of town last week, so I had to take Madison to get her dressed, to get her shoes. I had to put the the bottoms on the shoes to make sure she could walk comfortable. I did all the stuff that I necessarily didn't want to do, but I had to do all that stuff. But she went and she looked amazing. She had a great time. I actually had one of my friends drive her just to make sure everything was all right. So we got her there and back safely.
AKA the shooter.
Yeah, just in case.
So she was with her boyfriend?
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
Okay.
She doesn't have a boyfriend, but one of her friends asked her to go to the prom, and she went to prom, went to formal, and she went. She had an amazing time.
You got to put the fear of God in these kids sometimes. And I'm not talking about clothes.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know what I mean? That's all. Just got to let these guys know.
And then also I had my real estate seminar over the weekend. When we first set out to do this real estate seminar in Jersey, we said we'll get about 400 or 500 people. We got 1,000 people in the building talking about real estate. Everything you need to know, from fixing your credit to, getting a loan, to finding a property, to construction, to property management. You name it. If you wanted to learn about anything with real estate when it comes to, and that's from people that actually do it. It's not a fake course where people don't. No, this is something that we do. We look at those cribs, we renovate them, we demo them. So it was pretty dope to see a lot of people there. Dramos was there. Dramos came to the class over the weekend.
Dramos brought his beard?
He brought his beard.
Okay.
Dramos works up here with us on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, our producer.
He looks like dancing.
She almost went, so she went as well. Claudia went as well. So both of them was in attendance. So it was a great night. And then, Sunday is movie night. I do every Sunday. You should do this with your family, too.
Yeah, you ain't got... No, you know what? I don't watch movies on Sunday.
You should do
why?
this. Why?
Because my team is 8-5, all right? Drop on the clues bomb for the Dallas Cowboys.
Sundays is movie night.
I understand when your team is getting their ass busted.
We won. We actually blew somebody out.
I understand when your team is under 500, you want to watch movie night on
We
Sunday.
do movie night on Sunday. This Sunday we watched Home Alone. The whole family watched Home. I didn't know they cursed so much in Home Alone.
Fake Christmas movie, by the way.
They was like, you jerk, you stupid, you moron. I was like, my kids are going to learn all these words now.
Fake Christmas movie, by the way.
I was learning how to play Fortnite this weekend.
Oh, did you learn?
Okay. It's a little nervous right now, but they're sending me an Xbox so I could practice at home. I'm going to get good at it.
Well, just learn the dances. At least if you know the Fortnite dances, you'll be good money.
The Fortnite dances are the hip-hop dances, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they do is rip us off.
Pretty much.
They steal from our culture. Drop on the clues bombs for Baltimore, too. I was in Baltimore Friday at Morgan State University.
HBCU!
Yes. We was out there having a great conversation about, mental health, because my book, Shook on Anxiety, Playing Tricks on Me, is out now. And, it was dope. Marilyn Mosby was out there, and, they just show us a lot of love in Baltimore. So, Baltimore, I love and appreciate you.
Shout out to all the students at Morgan State University, man.
And then I had my daughter's cheerleading competition, 2-day cheerleading competition this weekend.
How is that? Oh, my goodness. Tell me how boring that was.
Man, you think track is boring. Listen, if you think track is an all-day thing where you got to pull up a lawn chair and just post up and just sit there and do nothing and wait until your daughter's meets and that's the only time your blood moves, you have seen nothing until you've seen cheerleading competition. And I know nothing about cheerleading. And she's been doing cheerleading for so long, but it's just like, Dad, did you like my toe touch? Sure. That's great. I don't even know what that is. Okay?
The reason I'm laughing, I see all the dads on the field all the time. They be like, this is gonna be horrible.
The beautiful thing about stuff like that is like, when you be out and about, people want to say what's up to you and shake pictures and stuff like that. It's a whole different level of respect at events like that because everybody knows the struggle.
That's right.
All the parents know the struggle of having to be at these cheerleading competitions all day. So they just salute you. Charla. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
I'll see you in 6 hours.
That's it.
Now, you already learned to show these cheerleaders some respect. Envy.
What?
The cheerleaders that were with your son's team.
Yeah, show all the cheerleaders respect. I don't play with them cheerleaders.
Talk about how exciting cheerleading is.
Yeah, it's great. They do flips. They do toe touches. All types of amazing stuff.
You ain't never even heard toe touch till I said that just now.
I didn't, but it makes sense right now. They did.
We can guess what that
They
is.
do it, though. All right, let's get the show cracking. Vic Mensa will be joining us this morning.
Okay.
So we'll kick it with Vic
You
Mensa.
got a new album out, right? Are coming out this week?
Yes.
On
Yep,
Friday.
comes out this Friday. All right, and we got front page news. What are we talking about?
We'll talk about Centoya Brown. Now, she is a woman who was convicted as a teenager for shooting a man who picked her up while she was a victim of sex trafficking. We'll tell you what the court has to say about her case.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. In NFL, the Jets beat the Bills.
Say it with your chest, too, when you're saying these NFL scores, okay?
The Browns beat the Panthers 26-20. Packers beat the Falcons 34-20. The Colts beat the Texans 24-21. Kansas City beat the Ravens 27-24 in overtime. The Dolphins beat the Patriots 34-33. The Giants squashed, killed, destroyed, hurt the Redskins 40-16.
What's the Giants' records now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about records right now. I'm just, happy my team wins.
Okay.
Detroit Lions beat the Cardinals 17-3. The Raiders beat the Steelers 24-21. The Bears beat the Rams 15-6. And tonight in Monday Night Football, the Vikings played the Seahawks.
You missed one of those scores, buddy.
Nah, let me look.
It's only the hottest team in the NFL.
I didn't miss
Number one team in the NFC East.
I didn't miss anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Cowboys did beat the Eagles.
That's right.
They got a lucky ass catch. They shouldn't have won that game, but
Amari Cooper had a few lucky ass catches, over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Remember who's counting?
I'm not.
I'm just enjoying the wave.
What
else? As soon as they go under 500 again, they don't make the playoffs. I'm with Cap.
You back, Neely? Now, what else we talking about, Yee?
Well, if you're traveling and you have to fly through the Carolinas or even Virginia today, just beware because a lot of flights have been canceled. There were some winter storms, snowstorms in the Carolinas. They said more than 12 inches of snow fell. And in Raleigh-Durham at that airport, they got about 7 inches of snow yesterday. They're saying they could be a total of 12 to 20 inches by today. So just be careful there. A lot of people don't have power. Almost 245,000 customers in North Carolina and 225,000 in South Carolina. Wow. All right, now let's talk about Centoya Brown. Remember her story. She was forced into prostitution, and now she is serving a life prison sentence for killing a man that she thought was about to shoot her. She was convicted as a teenager for shooting a man who picked her up while she was a victim of sex trafficking. Rihanna had posted, imagine at the age of 16 being sex trafficked by a pimp named Cutthroat. After days of being repeatedly drugged and raped by different men, you were purchased by a 43-year-old child predator who took you to his home to use you for sex. You end up finding enough courage to fight back and shoot and kill him. You're arrested as a result, tried and convicted as an adult, and sentenced to life in prison. That is the story of Centoya Brown. Now, the court did find that she will have to serve 51 years before she is released. After going through all of that at the age of 16, she now has to serve 51 years before she is released. So they are going to be doing a march for her. The Women's March announced they're going to be supporting her and other sex trafficking victims. That's going to be happening on January 19th.
Well, she's been in jail for over 10 years already. And I don't know, people who saw that Me Facing Life documentary that came out in 2011. So I always felt like this was a case people should have been pushing the line on. Because I still don't understand why she went to jail for so long at the age of 16. I mean, she said she acted in self-defense, but the courts were saying that she shot him and took money from his wallet and drove his truck to like Walmart or something. So they argued that she went to the guy's house with the intention of robbing him. But if you look deep into the case, she never had a legit shot in life. She was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. She never had a stable home life. Like, it's a lot of factors that led to her being in the position she was in, and she shouldn't be suspending life in prison.
Yeah, and also she was a juvenile at the time, and they're saying
16.
It's unconstitutional because they said mandatory life sentences without parole for juveniles violates the U.S. Constitution, but their argument in response to that is that she is not serving life. So.
All right. Well, that's front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad weekend or a bad morning, or maybe you want to spread some positivity. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So if you got something on your mind, let it out.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning, DJ Envy.
What's up, bro?
All right. I just heard you like 5 minutes ago giving some information about a real estate class. My name is Rashawn from Brooklyn. I was calling to find out that information again because I caught the ending of what you were saying when I turned the radio on.
Sound a little late, right, buddy?
Yeah, I was telling everybody the class was last Saturday.
All right. Are you guys doing it again? Because I actually have been trying to get into real estate, and they have like those infomercials like 3 in the morning where they have those seminars in the city, like the Sheraton Hotel, like Dan Maru.
Yeah, I know. Those are like $1,000, $1,500. I know. Yeah, but yeah, it was $99, and it was we're gonna do another one I think next year in the new year. So just follow me on Instagram, and I'll keep you updated. All right.
All right.
All right, brother. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on? This is Bo Freshman from Queens.
Bo, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on? How y'all doing? Good morning, Breakfast Club. I just wanted to give a shout out to my wife. She's home and she's on her way to work. She's a warrior. She's my Wonder Woman.
Aw,
I
that's
want to let her know I love her.
What's her name?
Fancy. Her name is Fancy. You know, she be going through a lot because she has lupus. So she still be not letting it get her down. And she be pushing. So I just want to know I love her. And I want to shout out my cast from my TV show Behind the Camera that we've been filming. I got a dope cast. They always come out to film and do their thing. So shout out to Jay, Tony B, my boy Reem. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to JoJo. Shout out to all my camera crew. I just love and everybody that's got me and support me and everybody that's trying to hold me down.
You bigged them up more than you bigged up your wife with lupus.
He sure did. Hello, who's this?
This D.
D, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, my girlfriend, she done got caught cheating on me. Don't even care no more. Just told me that she finna get married and I need to find somewhere to go.
Well, at least she gave you a heads up.
Gracious.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when your jaw game get weak, ma.
Wait, did she cheat with you with a guy?
Yeah, with a guy.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing you can do about that. You know, say if she wanted the organic instead of the GMO sheepskin dildo you've been giving her.
Did you see this coming?
Yeah, actually, this is the 5th time.
Damn. Oh, so clearly she's not even a full-blown lesbian. She likes
Nah.
Oh, okay. I get what the issue is here. You just can't compete. That's all.
Yeah.
You don't got a penis.
Yeah, basically.
I know, it happens.
All right, well, now you're open to find real love.
Yeah, go find you somebody who just want that jaw-tongue action and that GMO dildo.
Sorry, mama.
Good.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, it's Easy.
Easy, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm at work, military. I'm just getting 4-hour duty. I was just calling up since I'm up early.
Y'all got trash phones in the military, bro.
Say what?
Y'all got trash phones. Your phone was going in and out for a little while.
Oh, that's because I'm in the opposite. We ain't got no technology in the military. I was in the building with no service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was just calling to spread some positivity, man. It was my birthday a few days ago, and I was wondering, can y'all follow me? I do radio. I'm transitioning out of the military. And pretty much I just want to know if y'all can follow me.
When's your birthday?
My birthday was on the 1st.
Oh, you should have called us on the 1st, man.
Yeah, I just want to tell you happy belated birthday, and you know, we appreciate everything that you do for our country, but I'm not giving you a follow just because.
Damn.
Dang, bro, I can't get a follow. You're just pressing a button.
I know, but you may not be interested. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Like, time is a very...
Hey, you ain't even check. I make this look easy. You got to check. You ain't even look.
That's your page? I make this look easy?
Yeah, easy is EAZY. Everything is spelled regular.
All right, I'm going to check it out and see if it's something that I want to, give my energy and time to.
If not, you'll catch me in the future, though. I'm going to keep working.
All right. There you go.
It'll be later.
Thank you for all you do for our country.
Say, man. Y'all have a good week, man. That's all.
All right, brother.
All right.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Say it with your chest.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So you better have the same energy.
Hello, who's this?
This is James Johnson.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Hello, James Johnson.
Hey, what's going on? I just want to thank y'all for everything y'all do. Just want to get something off my chest. Me and my family came into a hardship lately. We living in what's it called?
What happened?
Now we're living in the Salvation Army.
Bro, you can't call up here while you masturbating, bro.
No, we trying to get
What?
Trying to find a way to work on to get out of this.
What's going on, sir?
You living in a shelter?
Stop with the sexy voice, please.
Yeah.
We're trying to talk to you.
Okay, you guys are living in a shelter right now?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm trying to get into the oil field or something. If I can, I don't know, get a hold of somebody to...
Trying to get into the what?
Oil fields.
Oil fields?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm confused.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, that's D. What's going on, TJ and Z?
What's up, B? Get it off your chest.
I just
What's up, my brother?
I just want to spread some positivity. I just want to shout out my wife. She's there Atlanta right now, doing the TSA training. I just want to shout out. And I'm going to be home dealing with the kids for the next 2 weeks. So just pray for me.
All right,
Pray
we'll be praying for you.
All right, man. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Jude.
Hey, what's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, well, I want to get off my chest is the fact that you guys over here, giving free ads for Meek Mill's album. Like, come on, that's not the best of the year.
Doing what? What'd he say? What'd you say?
We're giving free ads for Meek Mill's album. He says that Meek Mill's album is not album of the year.
What free ads are we giving Meek Mill's album?
Album of the year. Nah, Joel Ortiz, Mona Lisa. Come on, y'all heard that?
I have heard Joel's album. I like Joel's album. I think Royce's album was better. I think Royce the 5'9's album, Book of Ryan, was better than that for album of the year. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, Meek Mill ain't compared to that.
I didn't say Meek got album of the year.
I said Meek Mill is definitely in the conversation for album of the year.
Well, music is all subjective. People have different opinions.
I got to support, man. The man put a lot of work on that album.
I like Nipsey Hussle Victory.
I like Nipsey Hussle.
That's my favorite album.
Meek Mill, those are my favorite. Those are the albums that I can, that relates to me, that I feel that I get inspiration from, that I get energy from. I mean, we all get energy in like different things, bro.
I like Meek's album though.
Well, I want to say is I think you guys should at least advertise that as well, because he's not getting a lot of play.
What are you talking about advertising? Who's advertising? If you hear Meek Mill commercials on the radio, it's because Atlantic paid for them.
You know what I mean by advertise?
No, I don't.
I'm saying y'all putting it out there like y'all did for what's the name? Cardi.
Who?
So you mean we did an interview?
Cardi B?
You mean we did an interview?
Yeah. I'm just saying y'all putting it out.
Okay.
There.
Yes, we are, because we like it. Thank you for calling.
Yes, I talk about what I like.
Goodness
I
gracious.
like Jay-Z and Beyonce's Everything Is Love album this year too.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up at any time. Now, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, welcome home to this reggae artist. He's a star. We'll tell you who just finally touched back down in Jamaica. Also, Lil Mama versus Bow Wow. How did this beef start?
Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Buju.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Buju Banton was released from prison. He had a 10-year prison sentence, but he was released after 7 years. In February of 2011, he was found guilty of illegal possession of a firearm and conspiracy to possess cocaine with intent to distribute. 2 years later, a judge did throw out the gun charge and reduced the prison sentence to 7 years. He is back in Jamaica. They said he was being harassed a lot on the plane. People wanted to take pictures. So he really just wanted to go home and slide away from everyone.
Well, he has no idea about this new social media era. So that was a new thing to him, to pop up on the plane and wonder why everybody got their phones out and everybody want to take pictures. Let's go live, Buju. Huh?
Yeah, well,
We
congrats.
get one for the gram.
Yeah, Buju Banton, one of the greatest. All right.
My wife was trying to get me to go to Jamaica this week to go see Buju perform. I told her she was bugging. I was wait till he goes to Toronto or something.
Why won't you go to Jamaica?
Huh?
Will he be allowed to travel?
He can go to certain places, but he definitely can't come back here, but he'll be able to go to certain places. Kingston right now with Buju, you know how crazy that would be?
You know, he broke the Bob Marley held record for the most #1 singles in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
That's how huge he is. So everybody's happy for him to be home.
You know, everybody asking him to get a picture for the gram is going to confuse him because he went to jail for coke.
You're stupid.
All right, now let's talk about Little Mama versus Bow Wow. How did this beef happen? I saw it trending, and this is all because of growing up hip-hop Atlanta. Now, it all started with Bow Wow trying to set Little Mama up on a blind date.
So we got a play for you.
Oh, God.
You can't be in Atlanta and just know me and Pimp. We have an important person that you should meet in the business. We just making the connection.
Ooh,
that's all we doing.
Yeah, like
big old personal.
So you're trying to send me on a blind date? That's what you're trying to say?
No, it ain't blind, because you can see you ain't blind.
So if I go in this meeting, okay, you got to come with me to New York.
Okay, well, here is Bow Wow after this having a conversation, basically telling the guy BT that she was supposed to be going on a blind date with, that she's easy.
You done got Lil Mama. Y'all gonna be in a week. Say that mother, Lil Mama, she invited me to New York. So she was trying to get you to come to New York? My girl gonna whoop her ass. Go no mother New York City with you? I don't need Lil Mama messing up what I got going on with Kiyomi.
I would never do that to one of my homegirls. I would never tell someone they would be smashing one of my homegirls in a week. Lil Mama, that's not your people.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
That's definitely not his people.
Well, Little Mama has, of course, as she should, responded. Here's what she said.
Bow Wow, you know that in all the years that I've ever known you, you ain't never known a nigga to me in a week. So to even give BT advice like, oh yeah, you're gonna be in a week, you're being a clown. more importantly, by even misleading anybody to believe that I wanted you to come to New York for us to do what? I was trying to bring you around some real you want to commit suicide one day, you going crazy here, you going crazy there. I come from a grounded environment that I was trying to bring you to, and we're doing a TV show. We're creating content.
Lil Mama's absolutely right. Bow Wow needed to grow up, man. Like, no one man should have all that corny. Like, you've been knowing Lil Mama your whole life. Like, what would make you throw her under the bus like that? That's why I refuse to even hook my homegirls up with anybody, because I'm not going to be responsible for any nonsense.
I feel the same way.
Nope.
I feel the same way. I ain't got no
like,
friends.
Put me on to such and such. You know this? I'm like, nope.
All my friends are horrible.
Nope. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Sorry, my friends, if you're listening.
Well, not cool. How you going to try to set somebody up on a blind date, and then say something like that? Now, Chief Keef. Turns out that he has more kids than we even knew. He has 5 kids, but according to court documents that TMZ got, he actually has 4 more children under the age of 5.
Okay, what is the con?
So that's 9 altogether. They all have different mothers who are all seeking child support. So they said all of these things now mean that he has to pay each woman $564 in child support per month starting in January.
Hey, man, what's free?
9 kids.
Okay, free is when you go around anybody that you see. All right? Drop one of Clues Bonds for Chief Keef.
Maybe paying forever.
He's out there, and listen, I hope he's getting that kind of money. I don't think Chief Keef getting 9-kid money.
School's expensive.
Not what those young ladies probably think they're going to get. All them young ladies probably want $20,000 a month.
Well, according to his court documents, he says he makes about $9,000 a month, and he has $9,000 in expenses as well.
Well, he better get another job.
That's a lot. 4 kids under the age of 5.
Time for you to get another job.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. What are we talking about?
We are going to be talking about this weather. If you plan to be traveling, just beware, especially if you're going through North Carolina.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. EJ, NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Somebody was mad I didn't say the Bengals score. All right, so I'll say the Bengals score first. All right, in football, the Chargers beat the Bengals 26-21. The Jets beat the Bills 27-23. The Browns beat the Panthers 26-20. The Packers beat the Falcons 34-20. Colts beat the Texans 24-21. Kansas City beat the Ravens 27-24. Dolphins beat the Patriots 34-33. The New Orleans Saints beat the Buccaneers 28-14. The Giants squashed, pulverized the Redskins 40-16. 49.
They like 5-10 in their record.
They were not 5-10 actually.
What is it?
We're 5 and I think 8 or 5. Yeah, 5 and 8.
Okay.
49ers beat the Broncos 20-14. The Lions beat the Cardinals 17-3. The Raiders beat the Steelers 24-21. The Bears beat the Rams 15-6.
Who are the Bears?
Chicago Bears.
Oh, okay.
Beat the Rams 15-6. And in Pop Warner, the Cowboys beat the Eagles 29-23.
Yeah, Pop Warner, the hottest team in the league. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 in the NFC East. Drop on the Clues Bomb for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's very not hard. That's definitely not hard.
We beat the best team in the league last week, sir, the New Orleans Saints. You know what I'm saying?
Lucky.
But you ain't hitting none of this from me because I'm with Cap.
Oh, my goodness. And tonight, the Vikings take on the Seahawks in Monday Night Football. What else are you talking about, Yee?
Well, they're saying there's a new discovery that may allow you to eat anything that you want without gaining weight.
Trash.
There's researchers that say they found when a single gene called RCAN1 was removed in mice, those rodents were able to eat a high-fat diet without gaining any weight, even when they ate ridiculous amounts. They still didn't gain any weight. So right now they're saying that might not work in humans. They don't know yet, but there is hope that inhibiting that same gene in humans could help address that obesity epidemic and lead to new drugs to treat problems like diabetes. They said we know a lot of people struggle to lose weight or even control their weight for a number of different reasons. The findings in this study could mean developing a pill which would target the function of RCAN1 and may result in weight loss.
Yeah, that's trash. Stop playing with life like that, because what are the side effects? Probably makes your organs break down early. You don't gain weight, but you be dead by the age of 31.
All right, well, we don't know what the side effects are. It's still in the early stages, but people are hopeful that this can help people who actually overeat and have problems with diabetes. All right, now talk about the weather. If you live in the Carolinas right now, you already know it's been a snowstorm there. And even in Virginia right now, there is a winter storm warning in effect until today. After today, they said there was one weather-related death that was reported in North Carolina as a result of the snowstorm over the weekend. A lot of flights were canceled, and about 250,000 customers in North Carolina and 225,000 customers in South Carolina have lost power. So people are still trying to get that together. So just so you know, if you have any travel plans, make sure you check ahead and make sure those flights are going out. All right, and last but not least, James Alex Fields Jr. You know him as the white supremacist who rammed his car into Heather Heyer from the Charlottesville. When they were having the whole Charlottesville white supremacist marching. Mm-hmm. Well, Heather Heyer was one of the protesters that were actually protesting against hate, and that's when he rammed into her and murdered her. So right now he has been found guilty of murder.
Drop on the clues bombs for justice. Burn, that's white great. Devil, burn.
He's facing the possibility of life in prison, and he could still get the death penalty in a federal trial on hate crime charges. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for today.
Yes, throw that crack-ass cracker under the jail. All right, drop one of the clues bombs for justice one more time, Gamble. I love when stuff like this happens.
All right.
All right, have no mercy on his prejudiced soul.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that's front page news. Now, when we come back, Vic Mensa will be joining us. He has a new project, and we got to talk to him about a lot of stuff, all right? So, Vic Mensa, when we come back, don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes,
He's
sir.
back.
Yep.
Vic Mensa.
Yo, what up, man? How you doing?
Welcome, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you, man.
You seem like you're in a great mood, man.
I am.
Word.
Why so happy? Last time you wasn't as cheery. Why so happy this time?
I wasn't that cherry last time?
No.
He's a human being. Sometimes he's in a good mood. Okay. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's happy.
So what's the cherry now?
What's making you happy today, Nick? This morning. When you woke up this morning, what made you happy?
Because it's cold outside.
It's actually not that cold to me, personally, because I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, I got an ill coat. It's very warm. You know, I mean, I'm just blessed, man. I'm happy to be alive. Every time I remind myself of that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude. They always say if gratitude is your attitude, like you can't have real joy unless you have gratitude.
It's all about your frame of mind. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thanks again for donating to Change for Change. That was the last time that we saw you.
Absolutely.
And we know it's a big deal to you when we talk about mental health because of what you've been doing in Chicago with your own organization as well.
Mm-hmm. Such a big deal, man. I mean, I can't even go into specifics, but it's like my family is going through some stuff right now on that front. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's something that couldn't be more relevant to me.
Now, you got Hooligan coming out December 14th.
Yeah,
Hooligans. Why'd you name it Hooligans? Because you know that's what the white man thinks when they look at Chicago. They say they're a bunch of hooligans in the city.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we grew up, you know. And I'm from a place called Hyde Park.
The Hyde Park Hooligans.
Hyde Park Hooligans. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just what it was. Mm-hmm. And so after there were a couple energies on that project that just reminded me a lot of that. And in general, I wanted to make music that could touch on certain pillars of my experience and my personality and really speak directly to them. So I was thinking about being a kid and being in high school because, you know, a lot of things have changed, but also a lot of things haven't changed. You know, I've been this person, the person that I am for a long time. It's like being a hooligan, but also just growing up and becoming a man, you know what I'm saying? To try to hold on to the things that excited me and made me move when I was a kid and apply them to being an adult.
How does some of those things help you as an adult, though? What if they don't benefit you anymore as an adult?
A lot of them don't benefit. Yeah. But I think some of them do. You know, all the violence and things like that doesn't benefit me. Mm-hmm. You know, that was a big part of me being a kid. But you still got to have an outlet for that energy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's like my whole life is that I was programmed in that way. And when I started to read Bell Hooks, that's when I peeped game and was like, you know, starting to dissect and break down why I was so violent. And hearing her talk about like black masculinity, male masculinity, and, you know, how the traditional avenues of being a man were taken from a black man in America, you know, all the way back from the boat and slavery and then up through, you know, Reconstruction. And it was only black women working and black men were, you know, so black men had to find their own new ways of feeling masculine, of being a man, because they weren't able to be the breadwinner. So, you know, start playing jazz music and, you know, also being very aggressive and violent.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? A couple years back, I really started to dissect that. But as I'm still growing, you know, and trying to grow out of those things. But I've had a violence-free 2018.
Who put you onto that
He
book?
said 2018.
In 2018.
You know what's so crazy? All the ways that we were taught to be masculine was complete bull.
Word up.
Especially in the hood.
Definitely. I mean, it's like, you think about it, it's bananas when you think about actually like getting in a fight with somebody because they looked in your direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Step on
saying?
your shoe.
Yeah.
Or
You
they
know what I
bump
mean?
into
Like
you by
real
accident.
stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like what you looking at is a real thing that has started whole fights. You know,
People provoke you more now because of who you are.
People definitely do provoke me, but it's also, you know, the ball is also in my court. It's like whether or not I decide to let myself be provoked. You know what
You
I'm saying?
have the power to not let them.
You got the power, and that could be difficult. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been growing a lot recently with that though, and just realizing that all that bickering and all that's not the energy I want in my life. You know, and to just let those things come my way as they will, but you know, not be reactionary about them.
What stopped you from that? Because a lot of people were taking shots at you recently, and what stopped you from just saying, you know what, I don't need to reply, I don't need to respond?
When I got off the internet, I was like, oh man, you know, it was like, I was like, first of all, I don't have the bandwidth to be like, to be engaging with all these people I don't know that are pretty much just like, shadows to me. They're not even real people to me, you know, and there's all these different parts of the internet attacking me, and then my phone number and address went online, and well, people around me told me, first of all, get off of the internet, get off Instagram and Twitter, you know, especially when you're drunk. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what, you're right. I should probably get off of here. This is not really benefiting me. You know what I'm saying?
Was this backlash to the XXX comments?
Yeah.
Did you feel the need to explain yourself with that though?
There were certain parts of it that I wanted to explain. You know what I'm saying? When it initially started to just kind of flare up or whatever. But, you know, as it progressed and there were just more and more internet revelations and all these different things, I didn't feel like I needed to explain myself, because I recognized that it wasn't about anything that I would say, and it wasn't about the truth of anything I had said. It was just that, you know, I hit some people in a soft spot, in a tender area. You know what I mean?
But it was because the brother had got killed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, understood.
So was the line worth all of that smoke?
And his mom was there too. I think that was part of it too. And his mom.
That was all a part of it. You know, the thing was too that people didn't actually see it.
It was before
or hear it. You know what I mean? They didn't actually know what was going on. You know what I mean? They just saw all the headlines, and to this day, still a lot of people only saw all the headlines. I actually reached out to his mother personally though, you know, because we pre-taped those things. I didn't know she'd be there. You know, at the end of the day, I do think that the conversation, you know what I'm saying, that I was trying to bring up, and that I did bring up, is a super necessary conversation. Maybe the way of going about it, you know, was not the best for the time, but I think the conversation is one that had to be had, you know what I'm saying? And talking about violence against women and just misogyny in hip hop, but particularly violence against women. You know what I mean? I had a lot of people on the low reach out to me and, you know, and thank me for that. But the masses are loud, and the internet, the peanut gallery can be vicious.
All right, we got more with Vic Mensa when we come back. We got to talk more about that BET Cypher and more, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Vic Mensa is here. Now, Vic, we were talking about your BET Cypher, and you talking about XXXTentacion. Yee.
What did you say to his mom?
I just reached out, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, apologized to her because I didn't know she would be in attendance. Like I said, when I was online, it was like I wouldn't walk back any of my statements, because what I said I meant, you know, and I think some more truth came to light not long after, you know what I'm saying? But that whole situation is just one for me to learn and grow from, you know what I mean? Because like, as when I had spoke to you, you know, my initial mentality surrounding it, I always been somebody with no filter, you know what I'm saying? I always been somebody to just say what it is they feel, in lamest terms, you know what I mean? Blunt. And I always have felt like I could never be wrong in doing that, because I was telling the truth. Now, if I was lying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also not somebody that's too proud to apologize or recognize when I'm wrong, you know what I mean? But I always felt that if I was telling the truth, then, you know, why hold my tongue, or why change the way I'm saying something? And I recognize that, you know, the man being deceased complicates things. And
Absolutely. Your whole overall message gets lost.
100%.
Because people love him, and like, you know, they lost a family member, they lost a friend, so they don't care about anything else you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's like, I think my mentality was so informed by like where I come from that I was like, death is really normal to me.
So you think that I was going to ask you that, was you numb to it, even though he had passed away, but you've seen so much death around you that it was just like...
Way numb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, death is very normalized to us. And, you know, and it's f***ed up. But we see death so much that, like, we make jokes about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you understand the severity of it, because I remember when you pressed academics over his comments about the war in Chirac, so you didn't like him making fun of
100%
stuff going on, the deaths in Chicago.
100%. You know what I'm saying? But I just say that to say that, like, I was quite numb to death, because I'm like, well, you know, I know a lot of young niggas out here that lost their life that were not doing, you know, nothing to deserve it. You know what I mean? And we're not putting that type of energy into the earth. But something I came to realize through the thing, you know, after I said the shit, and, you know, after I'm fucking going back and forth with the internet and all this, No ID kind of put me on some game. You know, he was like empathy, you know, which is a word that I always reference, but sometimes you know things and you need to actually like remember that you know them, you know,
Right.
like remind yourself, you might have learned some information, you know, and I realized that sometimes it could be hard to have empathy for someone else until you need God to have empathy for you.
Right.
Whereas when I first said the shit in the rap, you know, I wasn't having any empathy for the man because I was like, I was seeing no humanity in him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, the things that, you know, that the young man had did were wild, you know, and I wasn't trying to see any humanity in him. You know, and until it was like I needed God to have empathy for me. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like you wanted to apologize to anybody who may have been offended by it? Like
no.
his family, friends?
To his mother, yes.
Yeah.
To his mother, yes. I mean, everything else, you know.
I think a lot of that is ego, though. And the reason I say that, like, if somebody like, what's the guy, Slump God, who was close to XX, says something like, "Oh, Vic, you know, we gonna see you when we see you."
They all said all that.
Hey, they have. But I think for you to still be like, yeah, let's fight when we see each other, that's kind of ego. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I don't have an ego.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't be believing these.
But you got to know why they mad.
Yeah, but you
that's
you
like if your man got killed.
No, I get it. Oh,
you know
100%.
You gotta understand why they mad.
100%. I definitely understand why they're upset, and I have from the rip. I'm just like, you know, get it how you live.
You don't have to be that way, Vic.
That's true.
You don't have to do that. You know you kind of wrong.
It was wrong. You know
what I'm saying?
But I also know I'm kind of right.
He's saying
True.
he's not
Two things can
walking
be
back
true.
what he said.
No, you know what it is that a lot of these other guys, you know what I'm saying, and the way they approached it, I'm like, y'all energy was different when I saw y'all in person. You know what I'm saying? And I already read what's going on there, and so I'm not gonna apologize to a got me f***ed up.
But you're not trying to fight.
No wanting to fight nobody. I definitely don't have time for that. And that's not even what's going on out here. We grown ass men. This is not high school. This is not fighting like that.
Now, can we switch gears for a second?
For sure.
Okay. I just want to talk about Palestine because I know you went there, and I was looking at how Mark Lamont Hill got fired.
Shout out.
For his remarks about Palestine. So I'm sure you have a whole different knowledge of what's happening with Palestine and Israel because you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
So can you speak on that and what you think about what happened to Mark Lamont Hill?
Mark Lamont Hill, I met him in Palestine, actually. To see Mark Lamont Hill be going through this controversy based on his statements surrounding Palestine and Israel is not at all surprising. You know what I'm saying? When I was flying back from Palestine, you got to go through Tel Aviv, you know. I had a book called On Palestine, and I had a series of like maybe 3 or 4 souvenir plates and ashtrays and stuff. When I'm in the airport, they call my name on the intercom, and I'm thinking I left something at security or something like that. the woman runs up on me like, yo, we found this book in your bag. It says Palestine. How do you even know about Palestine? Like, how do you even know about that? And that's when it really dawned upon me how much they were trying to erase Palestine from the memory of anyone.
So why is this an issue that the Mark Lamont Hills and the Vic Menses care about so much? I'm not up on it like that, so I don't know.
Word, you should get up on game, man. I mean, my homegirl had told me some years ago before I went, she was like, Palestine, man. She was like, Palestine, that's like the biggest human rights violation of our time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it wasn't until I went there that I really realized how severe it was.
What else did you see when you were there?
What else did I
Because
see?
we're seeing it through your eyes right now.
I saw some crazy shit. I was in a refugee camp right across the wall close to Bethlehem, outside of Jerusalem. It's called Ida Refugee Camp. And I was on a rooftop where the water tank was kept for a certain building. As I'm walking through even just the stairs to get to the rooftop, it reminded me a lot of the projects. You know what I'm saying? It was basically identical to some projects, but even more dilapidated. You know what I mean? And so I get to the rooftop. All of them have rationed water. They can only have a certain amount of water per week. So I'm looking in this water tank, and it has these swimming worms in it, you know? And then that's to my left. And then I look to the right, and, you know, I'm maybe 100 meters away from the wall that separates Israel and Palestine, built by Israel. And I can see these just rolling green pastures and like perfect buildings from this like Jewish settlement. And it looked like the Capitol in Hunger Games, you know. They had a half Olympic swimming pool over there, and I'm just looking in this water tank with these worms in it.
The water with worms is rationed.
Is rationed, you know what I'm saying? And these people, you know, their blood is in this land, you know what I'm saying? They just across the wall, that land used to belong to them, you know what I'm saying? Until it was taken from them through violence. And that was wild to me. I also went down certain streets, you know, in a city called Hebron, where if you were Palestinian, you couldn't even go down. So they would stop us, and then our tour guide would talk to them, and you know, speaking in another language, they'd be like, no. And then, you know, a settler got out of a truck, ran up on us, and he was like, point blank, he was like, well, you see, and come down this street because Arabs come and they make terrorist attack. So no Arabs on this street. This street, Jews only. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Because that's a little bit of a different brand of racism than the one that I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? I remember being a shorty, and you know, the police would hem me up, and they'd be like, what you doing on the north side? Shouldn't you be on the south side? You feel me? But it was it was slightly more coded, you know, than just like, you're black, you cannot be on this street. And I mean, when you see things like that, it's hard to really stay quiet about them, because it screams like Jim Crow, you know what I mean?
Well, Hooligans comes out next week, right?
December 14th.
December 14th, next Friday. Make sure you go pick it up, and we appreciate you for joining us, brother.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Vic Mensa, EJ, NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning. What's happening?
It's that season for holiday party time.
I ain't gonna front, man. Holiday parties are exhausting, bro. Like when you look at your schedule and you realize you have to go to like 3 mandatory holiday parties because they're like, you know, places that you get checks at. That's a little exhausting, man.
Nah, you know what I realized? I ain't going.
You just not gonna go?
I'm just not
I
going.
went to 2 over the weekend already.
I ain't going to no holiday parties, man. I don't
have no reason to be there.
I'm
Jehovah's Witness.
I'm Jehovah's Witness's friend.
You have
I'm
a
not
tree
going
up.
today.
I do have a tree up.
I ain't going to
because my
no
wife's not a Jehovah's
holiday
Witness,
parties. There's a bunch of them going, like you said, there's about 4 or 5 of them. You get a couple of checks, and you just realize.
Oh, man, it's too cold.
I went to the Atlantic Records holiday party. By the way, I think I got a contact high because Wiz Khalifa was sitting right behind me smoking, and I didn't smoke anything, but I definitely left there feeling like, damn, did I smoke just now?
And it's very tiring for me now to have to leave the house and go to these type of events.
So late at night, right?
Because I have 2 corns on both baby toes that I need to get removed. What are those people called that do your feet?
Corn removers.
No, man, it's a technical term for it. Podiatrist. I'm looking for a good podiatrist in the New Jersey area because that is my Christmas present to myself. I am going to get these 2 corns removed.
Okay.
Because they at that point to like they burn. Like if anything touches it, and it feels like people are always stepping on my feet, like they know I got corns on both baby toes. So I'm ready to get them removed. So that's my Christmas present to myself.
Is shoes too small or something? Why you keep
I have
corns?
no idea. I don't even wear shoes too often. So that's my Christmas gift to myself, and that is my reason for not attending any Christmas parties this year. I'm getting surgery.
Well, I went to 2 already. Like I said, I went to the Atlantic Records, and then I went to the Xbox holiday party.
Oh, so you definitely got to go to the rest of them. Then you can't go to Atlantic's and not go to anybody else's. You gonna look crazy.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, especially when iHeart is your main source of income.
None of these were sources of income. You know, I just went because I was in town for the weekend, which normally I'm not.
Atlantic's a source of income. Drop on the clues bombs for Atlantic.
You better stop it. Shout the guys. You better stop it.
Y'all should have been there.
Oh, you know, I didn't get invited. They cut me in no checks this year. Allegedly.
All right. Now, next hour, of course, this Little Breakfast Club show has been on air for what, 8 years?
Little Breakfast Club show.
8 years. 8 years.
7 too long, if you ask me.
We've been through a bunch of trials and tribulations, crazy guests, crazy situations. And when we come back on next hour,
We've really been on 8 years?
8 years, man. We're going to get on some of the stuff that is classic Breakfast Club material.
That's got to be some type of record, bro.
What you mean?
8 years for a black urban morning show in New York City. Think about all the urban morning shows in New York City that have come and gone.
Correct.
I mean, we're nationally syndicated now, so we're on, 90-plus markets.
90-plus markets, yes.
That's a long time for an urban morning show to be on in New York.
I think the longest running, was it Ed Lover?
Probably was Ed Lover, Dr. Dre.
Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, yeah.
I'm thinking that.
We beat them as far as time is concerned, so salute to Ed Lover and Dr. Dre. Okay. That's who I grew up listening to.
Bombs, Ed Lover and Dr. Dre.
Ed Lover is definitely the OG.
8 years.
8 years, wow. So next hour, we'll play some about it. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
I remember that conversation. It was like, you want to do a morning show with Charlamagne? I'm like, he got five times.
Four times.
Sorry, 4.
I don't know what to do. I'm getting restless.
But don't get fired. All right? You're doing good. You're doing good.
I'm known to self-destruct.
We got rumors coming up now, Yee?
Yes, we are going to talk about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. They were on Oprah's station OWN, and they were discussing their new baby. And we'll tell you what Dwayne Wade had to say about some comments that were very hurtful.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee.
Are you okay?
I was singing.
Oh.
What? You didn't think I was singing?
What was happening?
No. Well, let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Cardi B.
Listen up. It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Cardi B, she had to go to court on Friday. Remember, we were telling you the judge was saying if she didn't show up to court, then he was going to put out an arrest warrant for her. Well, fortunately for her, they released her with no bail, and they don't think she's a flight risk, of course. And that's because there's protective orders for these alleged victims that Cardi B can't have contact with, just the bartenders that she allegedly had threatened and attacked, okay? Well, one good thing that happened while she was leaving court, she found out about her Grammy nominations. Of course, the paparazzi was there, and they informed her. So that's how she found out how many nominations she had. 5.
How come nobody on her team knew that? They don't got Google alerts on their phone?
Well, she was just walking out of court, so maybe the news just came out.
Yeah, they probably just told us.
She probably hadn't even looked at that yet. Because you can't use your phone in court.
True.
Right. So
people on her team need to step it up, though, because when somebody comes out of court, they should have some good news for her immediately. Now it would have been some great news.
Well, congratulations to her. Now, Offset, in the meantime, tweeted out, F y'all, I miss Cardi. So he misses his wife.
Drop on the clues bombs for Offset. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's your wife.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Cardi is missing him too much.
Right now.
Yeah, she's probably angry. She was performing Motorsport at Chicago's Jingle Bash, and here's how she changed the lyrics.
She's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. She's putting that pressure on
She
them
is.
to be a better human being. Sometimes women have to put the fear of God in us men in order for us to act right. She's just putting the fear of God in Offset right now.
Yeah, she gave him a little middle finger at the Jingle Ball in New York City when she said his name. But yeah, that's what she's supposed to do.
Now, some people think this whole thing was for publicity, the whole marriage and this whole splitting up. Here's what she had to say about that.
We never did anything for publicity, bitch. You think I got pregnant? Could have ruined my career for publicity, you dumbasses. I don't regret anything because at the end of the day, I have my daughter. You know, I learned a lot. I ain't really know nothing much from the music industry. And, you know, my husband helped me. He made me wiser. He let me open my eyes to a lot of things. And even though we not together anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I learned a lot.
They talking like it's over. It's not over.
Okay.
All right, Offset and Cardi are, 24, 25 years old?
Yes.
They'll be fine. They got a lot of life to
Whatever
live.
they decide to do, that's on them.
And I love Cardi, man. I support Cardi. You know, just
Whatever
Cardi
makes her
being
happy.
Cardi, I love Cardi. Whatever make Cardi
We don't
happy,
even know
man.
what went on to make her feel this way,
Correct.
so we can't judge anything.
Some cheating.
I'm Angela
That's
Yee,
not a deal
and
breaker.
that's your rumor report.
All
I
right.
keep telling y'all that if you find somebody, if you love somebody enough, you let them cheat on you at least once, male or female.
What if it's more than once?
That's when you gotta, put the fear of God in them. That's when the buck has to stop at some
What
point.
if it's 10 times?
That's a little much. Okay, depends on the time period. All right, that's a bit much.
All right. Now, we got Charlamagne. We got rumors on the way.
No.
We just did rumors.
I'm
FYI.
a donkey. I'm a donkey today.
Yes, you are a donkey.
Who you
Did
giving
you
that
just
donkey
say
to?
I'm a donkey?
Who we giving that donkey to? Charlamagne.
Drama,
Abby.
I need you to get my Florida intro ready.
No.
Florida's starting off the week with a bang.
My goodness.
All right, we'll talk about it for after the hour.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Donkey of the day for Monday, December 10th goes to a 37-year-old woman from the great state of Florida named Shanetta Yvette Wilson. Did you just hear the customized Donkey of the Day intro produced by Taylor Hayes, a.k.a. Fun Size T? Drop on the clues bombs for Taylor. All right, it's one of my favorite nieces right there. That intro captures the essence of Florida's crazy perfectly. What does your Uncle Charlotte always say? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. At this point, that's not an opinion. It's science. I have all the facts and evidence to back it up, and this morning I have even further proof to prove my point. Now, when is the last time you have farted in front of someone? Envy, when the last time you farted in front of someone?
Besides my wife and kids?
Yes. That's too much people. Yeah, when the last time you farted in front of someone?
Definitely within the last 2 days.
Okay.
Like a loud one? Yeah.
No, it's like an accident.
All right.
It didn't smell. But it just sounded wet.
Oh my God! If you doing accidental wet farts at your,
Nothing came out, but it sounds. You know how sometimes it sounds a little juicy.
I personally don't do things like that because number one, I don't fart in my clothes. I'm a grown ass man who doesn't wash his jeans too often, so I don't fart in my clothes. Number two, I'm a grown ass man who doesn't fart in front of people because who the hell would I be farting in front of? I love my wife, but farting in front of farting in front of my wife isn't sexy. So I would never do that to her because I don't want her to do that to me. And farting in front of your friends is a sign of disrespect. I love all my friends, but at 40 years old, I have no reason to just be sitting there having a conversation with them and just fart in front of them. I think I'm a little more civilized than that. You feel me? Not to mention, I think a man farting in front of another man is a form of flirting. Why would a man want another man to know what his ass smells like? Okay, it's because that ass gas, that flatulence, is a pheromone. When a man farts in front of another man, he is releasing a chemical substance into the environment that affects the behaviors of other men, okay? So when a man farts in front of another man, it's flirting. And it's an invite that I want you in these jeans. I'm saying all that to say I don't fart in front of other people. But some people like Shanetta Wilson of Florida don't have that problem, okay? Some people fart anywhere at any time with zero regard of who is around to hear or smell their ass. Sidebar, I think people who fart on the plane should be considered terrorists. I think they should be treated like bomb threats, and planes should make emergency landings whenever someone farts on a plane. There's no windows that can be rolled down. You are really farting on top of people when you're on a plane. That's a different level of disrespectful, and I think it should be considered an assault charge. But back to Shanetta Wilson. Shanetta was standing in line at a Dollar General, and this happened. Let's go to NBC 6 for the report, please.
A South Florida woman is behind bars after police say she passed gas at a Dania Beach dollar store and pulled a knife on a man who complained about it. 37-year-old Shanetta Yvette Wilson reportedly passed gas while waiting in line at a Dollar General Sunday night and upset a nearby customer. The offended customer and Wilson then got into an argument, and that's when Wilson allegedly pulled a small folding knife out of her purse and told the victim she was going to gut him. She walked away from the area but was found by deputies a short time later.
There's nothing more entertaining than Florida news. Drop on the clues bomb for Florida news. See, Florida, stuff like that sounds normal to y'all, but to the rest of us, not so much. Now, Shanetta was arrested on a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. I had no idea there was a without intent to kill charge. I thought it was only a with intent to kill charge. That has to be a misprint, but then again, it is Florida. Because I would think that if someone tells another human, I'm going to gut you, all right, that would be with intent to kill. I'm going to gut you. That means they're trying to give them worse stomach problems than the one she was experiencing in that line. Now, it's going to be very tough for Shanetta to beat this case because the whole thing was recorded. We actually have audio of the whole altercation. This may be disturbing for those of us who hate to hear the sound of another person's feces screaming for help. You do know that's all farts are, right? Help. That's it. Farts are just pieces of feces in your stomach screaming to be let out. All farts are screaming for help. Okay, if you speak fluent flatulence, okay, if you are an asp whisperer, then you know all farts translate to help. Listen to me. Help. See? All farts sound like help. Next time you hear a person fart, you're going to hear help. Help. I'm telling you. See, now, here's exclusive audio of Shanetta Wilson, who got into an altercation at Dollar General because somebody was complaining about her farting in the line. Exclusive audio from what happened in Dollar General. Let's hear it.
You all right?
I will cut you.
Oh! An elephant could take a it wouldn't smell that bad.
Now I got to cut you. Now Shanetta is in jail. Because she wanted to cut somebody. Because she cut the cheese. Please give Shanetta Wilson the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
So you never accidentally farted?
That's
impossible.
Well, I think when you get older, your butt gets a little looser and it's hard to control your flatulence, so I get it.
Sometimes you don't know. Like sometimes you sneeze and you fart by accident.
That does happen.
I've definitely sneezed and farted at the same time. But nah, I just don't be just accidentally farting. I can feel it coming. I can feel when my feces are screaming for help.
All right. Well, when we come back, of course, we've been on this radio 8 years.
This one.
So we're going to play back some of our greatest and best moments and maybe not so great when we come back. All right. So keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I guess no revolt, huh? All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
You can't have no revolt if you don't tell revolt what's going on.
I guess.
Yeah, everybody got to be on the same page.
I guess you're right. All right.
Well, we're going rogue right now.
Well, good morning, guys. We were telling you that the anniversary of this show, we've been on air for 8 years.
That's got to be some. That's got to be some type of record as far as New York urban morning shows is concerned.
I think it is, absolutely.
You know,
I remember when we first had the meeting, we were trying to think of a name of the Breakfast Club. We came up with many different names. We put a bunch of different names. A lot of corny names.
The
it was
Big Three.
Illuminati in the morning.
I wanted Illuminati in the morning.
Illuminati in the morning.
We weren't in the Illuminati then, but we are now.
Stop it. What else?
Big Three, Illuminati.
I can't even remember the names. It's kind of embarrassing.
Was it something like two nuts and a something,
What?
something like that?
I never heard that one. You just made that up.
Is that how you got your job?
I thought so. I don't know.
That never happened. So.
But anyway, I remember, when we first started, the show wasn't doing too well. And
well, it takes time, just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like
people didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I don't care if it's radio. I don't care if it's television. Like you have to give things at least a year or so to see if it works.
Yeah, but I remember, we were doing the show, and we have a big window in here that when people walk by, and I just remember that some of the executives weren't looking in the window anymore when they walked by. They would just walk straight. I was like, it's about to be a wrap. They're about to turn this station to country.
Don't say some of the executives. Drop on the clues bombs for my man Cadillac Jack.
I didn't want to put him out there like that.
Who is a friend and mentor to this day.
Shout to Cadillac.
Love Cadillac Jack. It's my guy.
Shout out to Caddy. He put this thing together, but it was looking
him
grim.
And G-Spin.
It was looking grim. Shout out to G-Spin. They put this thing together. It was looking grim, and then we got a phone call from a friend. And that phone call was Ray J.
Yeah, I don't think that he meant to call us.
Well, no, he did. Well, he asked to call us. I had just came from Vegas, and I was on my way to work, and someone called me and said, yo, Ray J just got into a fight with Fab.
Right.
And so I was like, really? So I was talking about it during the rumor report, but I didn't have all the details. Ray J heard about it. He hit up his guy, Billy J. Billy J hit me and said, Ray J wants to call in and talk about what happened.
I want to put a little more of this in perspective, though. We had been on for a year, but we were attacking the internet very aggressively because we didn't have any marketing
Promotion.
budget.
There was no money.
No promotion budget, no nothing
behind
All
us.
we had was the internet.
us.
So every time we would do an interview and we would do our content, we would post it online. Ray J was actually our first interview ever. Not this phone
Not this
call,
interview, no.
But Ray J actually coming in the studio, he was our first ever in-studio interview.
But
so
then,
a year later,
he called, and then the landscape changed a little bit. Let's play that call.
Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne.
What up, my G?
Envy, what up?
What up, Ray J? What happened, man? What the hell went on?
Are we live?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
We live?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ain't gonna curse. But these punk and excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? Be whoever you want to be. Love whoever you want to love. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant when you want to disrespect me and the money team, and we got 7 Rolls Royces outside, and we just made 350 racks on the... Don't disrespect me. I'm going to smack you up again, fool.
All right, so Ray J,
that's what I'm saying. You're saying Ray J got beat up? I'll sock that in the face, my nigga.
So you punched Fab in the face?
One time. All I'm saying is if you got Fab number, tell that nigga to send a picture of his face right now.
Wow.
Okay, Ray J, let me ask you. So this is what happened because you didn't like... You didn't like what he was saying on Twitter, like making jokes.
It's like, look, don't disrespect me and Floyd like that. I play piano on that piano every day. That's my big bro. We grew up together. So if you think I just came over there and sang a song, you got me twisted. I'm always over there.
Well, remember, we on air, Ray. We on air, Ray. You can't curse.
Oh, I'm sorry, Envy. I'm sorry.
So go ahead. So
Envy, I'm sorry. Are we live?
Yeah. So you're posting me. What happened?
I swear to God, he running from me right now. I had 100 fools outside a Moon right now. He never left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police.
So when you hit him, what did he do, Ray?
Nothing. He fell back because he's a sucker.
He didn't hit you back?
Look, check this out. No disrespect. Like, shout out to my big bro, Diddy, because he tried to really be like, look, they was just going in on you. And, you know, it was all fun and games. Shout out to Kevin Hart because, you know, he a comedian. But Fab ain't no comedian. My homie saved his life when he was in L.A. His life was threatened by my other dudes, and my other homie saved his life. So how dare you even speak disrespectful to me? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. So when I seen him, I was with Floyd and 50, and he tried to say, don't touch me, and I touched that.
Did 50 instigate the fight?
Listen, I got detained tonight. I got kicked out of the motherfucking Palm Hotel. Police arrested me, handcuffs. Listen, I said, look, y'all gonna take me to jail, or can y'all just unhandcuff me and let me hop in my Ghost and get up out of here? They said, that's your car? I said, I'm cool. Can you handcuff me? I gave it, you know what I'm saying? I looked out for him and I was out.
Now, Ray J, so did Fab at all, his people, or did he hit you at all?
Nah, look, my team don't play. If you disrespect me, don't come to the West Coast. So he in Las Vegas, and he tried to disrespect me.
We heard Fab headbutted you, and people are upset because he had his guard down.
Come on, my headbutted me? Listen, you call that fool right now. We can get on the phone right now, and he'll tell you what it is. Because he know my big homies is on his bumper. So he gonna apologize on the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, Envy, listen, you know y'all my dudes, right?
Right, yeah.
I'm going to make sure he call up to the Breakfast Club and apologize for his actions. Because I'm not playing, man. I think I sing songs and run around here and do dances. I don't play that shit, man.
You not Omarion.
I'm not playing games,
for real, Ray, don't go to jail. Nothing ain't worth going to jail, man.
I know, and so this is what happened, right? Everybody told me to calm down. I'm back at the crib. I got kicked out of the Palms. I went back up to the Palms. Listen, my homegirls is rolling GT Bentleys. He got a 97 GT. Come on, my outside.
Listen, but Ray, you know when you come to New York.
I got a 20-foot square, 20,000 square foot crib. I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool. I got an indoor basketball court and an outdoor basketball court. This broke ass swear to God.
Now,
listen,
Ray J, just one question, though.
When I hit Slay, he ain't going to be able to even stay in his own town because I got some goons out there that's going to get him, too.
All right, Ray J, but let me ask you something. You know that Fab jokes around on Twitter all the time.
That he can't joke on me. That is a broke-ass. He called me. I let that borrow my Lamborghini for his video in L.A. That's my word. Ask Clue. He can have that. That's old. I got 3 new Rolls Royces outside, and I'm tired of being humble with. Now I'm about to pull my motherfucking whips out. I'm about to show y'all what my crib looks like, and I'm about to roll with my niggas and smack niggas up that's talking.
Ray J! That's what I'm talking about.
You guys, come on. We don't want anything. We don't want anything to happen,
Ray,
though, for
stay out
real.
of jail, Ray. Hopefully we can squash this out.
Point blank. I don't give a about nothing but making money, making good product. I create my own TV shows. All my cars is paid for. All my cribs is paid for. I got pink slips on every one of my whips. You can come to my and see it. I'm stamping all this Charlamagne know me. That's my big homie.
My man.
We go way back. So he know when I call him, I'm going to give him the exclusive and I'm tired of playing games with these. When I see Fab, he know what it is. Charlamagne, that's my word. He gonna call up to the Breakfast Club, and he gonna apologize.
Damn.
All right, Ray. Ray, we appreciate you calling in, Ray. Ray, don't go get locked up, Ray.
Ray, calm down. Just stay in the house.
Got locked up today. Already got locked up.
But don't get locked up again, Ray.
Go smoke something, Ray. Go smoke something and calm down, brother.
I'm ready for this, man.
All right.
Straight up.
Thank you, Ray.
Man, I hate to see people so mad like that. I don't want Ray J to do nothing.
I want to talk. I was with Puff last night, and I said, Puff, he said, listen, if anybody talks about me, I'm going to smack them in the face. And I said, you know what? You right. If Clue can't squash this, then it's over.
Now, we're going to squash it. We need this to end peacefully.
The only that can squash this is DJ Clue.
We're going to make that happen.
Clue to hit me,
we're going to squash this.
Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee, I promise you, I'm going to have Fab call up there, and he's going to apologize to the Breakfast Club. He's going to apologize to me for being a broke ass. I got 6 Rolls Royces outside, 2 Bentleys. My girlfriend
this got to end peacefully, Ray.
I'm playing games with this.
And I like Ray J a lot, so you're right.
To him, Pop.
That whole team. I'm going to smack the out that ass.
Now, try to get Fab on the line and squash.
Get Fab on the line right now. I'll smack the out that.
You can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone that like and they going to wake that bring that over and stick it in that boot.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. We're gonna squash this out, Ray. Appreciate you calling in.
I don't give a
we gonna talk to him, Ray.
Don't you amp that up, Charlamagne. Stop it.
Envy, I love you. Let me be back to being I'm upset. Everybody, it's going down in here. I'm with the money team. Shout out to Floyd 50. What up? Y'all know we turned on, but look, I love y'all. Let me get back to being positive.
All right, please. Let's get back to the positive.
Power 105.1. I love y'all. G, Envy,
yes,
Charlamagne. I swear he calling y'all today, and he apologizing.
All right.
And we gonna air it tomorrow.
All right.
We airing that tomorrow. I hope I didn't use too much profanity. I hope y'all really. I know y'all didn't. I know this ain't live.
No, we had to stop. We had to stop. First, because we had to stop.
But it's coming up in a few minutes.
It is coming up at 9:30 exactly.
Go hard because this got me twisted. I'm about to pull my. I'm about to my out there. I'm gonna throw the keys to Charlotte, you can have my ghost. I'm gonna hop in the Cadillac truck and we gonna back to back it. And wherever we see Fab and his crew, we gonna smack them.
No, now Ray, I'm not involved with that, Ray. I want this to end peacefully. You my man. You my man, but
right now we going in.
Ray, thanks for calling, homie.
My goodness.
Times have changed.
My goodness. Let the record show that none of that happened.
None of it happened. Well, he did call, but that fight did not happen.
And by the way, Fab never did call up here and apologize.
No, and
he did call Clue, but he definitely didn't apologize.
And Fab is mad every time we play it. Fab is like, why do y'all play it? Because every time y'all play it, people think it's brand new.
Times have changed, by the way. I mean,
did he say, what did he say he was going to do?
Ray J used a lot of gay slurs in there.
He did.
There was threats of rape in there. You know, it was a lot of things that wouldn't fly now.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Oh my
but Ray J's
God.
not hosting the Oscars, so it'll be okay.
All right. So, also we have Webby. Webby
still
came up
going?
here. Yeah.
Well, listen, if you're just tuning in, we're celebrating 8 years of the Breakfast Club.
8 years of the Breakfast Club on this radio, man.
The Breakfast Club has been on for 8 years, so we're just playing back some of our favorite moments from the past 8 years.
That year of that Ray J interview, I remember Beta from Rap Radar told me that was their highest post of the whole entire year.
That was a lot of people's highest post.
That went very viral, and I think that's when the station said, well, I should say iHeart said this station,
I think that was
this
our
Breakfast
first,
Club can really, really be big.
That was our first real viral moment. I mean, we had a lot of content online up until that point, but that was our first like real viral moment.
And after that, he was very embarrassed about it.
He
by the
was.
way. I just want to put that out there. He actually just kind of went into a shell.
Yeah, he did. Well,
Realized
Webby
he needed some help.
Webby came up here as well, and we did an interview
Which
with Webby.
one though? Because Webby got a few.
Well,
Good
this is when
Breakfast Club
Webby.
interviews.
This is when Webby actually, after the Breakfast Club, he did drops for the Breakfast Club. If you don't know what drops are, that's when the artist says, "Hey, I'm chilling with DJ Envy, Charlamagne, Angela Yee, whatever it may be."
Yeah.
So let's hear his drops.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Saleh May God. Let me read that part. God damn, girl. Y'all got some names on that now. What up, you already know who it is. It's me, Webby the Trio Fam, Young Savage, Sweet John Jr. Doing what I do, and I'm doing it with my girl, DJ Envy, Angela Yee. Damn. Hold on. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne. Man, hold up. Oh, Charlamagne. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne, the God. DJ Lee, hold up. DJ Envy, Angela Lee, and Charlamagne. What up, you already know who it is. It's me, Webby the Trio Fam, Young Savage, Sweet Jones, and you rocking with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne. I don't think I'll never be able to say that right now. I mean, Charlamagne. Hold on, say it one more time. Charlamagne, the God. Charlamagne, the God. Who that is? The ass. Come on, you ready? Let's do it. What up, it's me, Webby the Trio Fam, Young Savage, Sweet Jones, and you kicking it with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne, the God. This is the Breakfast Club, baby.
He never got it.
Well, 8 years later, they know our names.
Yeah,
now.
he never really got it.
Why am I just realizing that Webby had Floyd Mayweather beat when it came to trying to read drops? Why am I just realizing?
I don't know. He definitely called you Charlamagne gay.
And by the way, that's one reason that y'all gotta, you can't call me homophobic. I get called gay way too much to be considered homophobic. Okay? All right?
All right, well, that's just some of our 8 years, man. We appreciate you guys.
I'm going to watch that Webby interview later on. If I get some time later on today, I'm going to watch one of those Webby Breakfast Club interviews. That's still online?
Yes.
What I really enjoyed was just recently watching Webby in the bathtub singing Christmas songs.
That was hilarious. Drop on the clues bomb for Webby. Webby is one of the most organically entertaining people.
And then remember he got baptized?
Ever.
Shout out to Webby. All right, now, we got rumors on the way coming up, Yee?
Yes, we are going to talk about the king of R&B. Who is that? Who's claiming that title? We'll tell you who's saying it and how people are weighing in.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
8 years. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Gabrielle Union.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade were on Oprah's own network. They had a special Oprah at Home with Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade, and their new baby that came on Saturday night. And here's what Dwayne Wade had to say about the hurtful comments.
I think for me, the most hurtful thing was once we had our baby and everyone started to talk about why is she in the bed holding a baby, why she got a gown on, why she acting like she just had the baby. And it's like, once again, it's, people are uneducated on the process and why we decided to go skin to skin as soon as our baby came out.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, and Gabrielle Union was explaining herself, and then they were criticizing her for kissing her own baby. But, congratulations to them, because that's a beautiful moment for them. They're very excited. Gabrielle Union's been very vocal about miscarriages that she had prior to this, so she finally made it happen. Let them be excited and happy.
Absolutely. 100%. Drop on the clues bombs for Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union.
So congratulations
Why do people care so much?
to them as well. And she was posting a lot of pictures, and you know, of course she should be excited. This is what she's wanted.
Yeah, that's her baby. Absolutely.
I mean, damn.
I
All
don't
right.
understand why people care, like, how they went through the process. That's their process. Like,
But she might have been being vocal about it, too, for other people that want to do something to show them how to do it, because she was very open about what was going on. So, you know, I think that's helpful to people who might not know about it, but people weigh in and have no idea. So just let her live. All right, Michelle Williams, speaking of the OWN network, you know, her and Chad Johnson, they had their own show on there. Chad loves Michelle. Well, turns out the two of them are no longer going to get married.
Oh, man, what happened?
Yeah, she posted that things just didn't work out. She said, the healing that needs to take place is a must. She said, I don't want to destroy another relationship. Blessings to him, his family, and ministry. #fearless.
Aw.
Yeah, so somehow that didn't work out.
Is the show still on, or is the show over, or how many episodes did the show air? Do we know?
I'm not sure if it's over yet, but it was just the two of them in therapy together, couples therapy.
So do they just stop the show now since they're not together, or the show must go on?
oh no, we got to get these shows off. But I'm sure that they, they could get back together at a later time.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, now Jacquees has said that he is the king of R&B. Here's what he said.
Just want to let everybody know that I'm the king of R&B right now for this generation. I understand who done came and who done did that and that and that, but now it's my time.
Now, a lot of people weighed in on this. Some people felt Chris Brown should have that title. He responded by posting on his Instagram story, I'm loving all the R&B love. Now, Tank weighed in as well, and he did not agree with that. He said, if you can't go into the studio by yourself and make a hit record, you're not my king. If you can't sing it better live, you're not my king. I appreciate all the talent out here, but we are using this word king way too loosely. And he also said that R. Kelly is the king of R&B. Tyrese also commented, how, Sway, how? The way we all reacted, let me put you up on what's really moving. This ain't hip-hop. You can't come in this game, get hot for a year, and then try and throw that word king around. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Another person that he said Chris Brown and Trey Songz are two of the kings, and they've been running-ish.
So what are they talking about? They're talking about this generation?
This generation is
right. Now,
they got to be talking about just this generation.
Yeah, he's talking about
this
now.
generation.
Now, Jay Holiday also posted a video, and things went a little left as he was posting.
This is funny.
Yeah.
That bull that man said, there's 3 kings of R&B. The first one sold 20 million on his first album. I'm not Valet, baby. Not with a Gucci jacket on. I'm not Valet, baby. The second king of R&B is from Chicago. And the third one is from Tappahannock.
Jay.
Oh, man.
Jay.
4 and 5 right
Jay
here.
Holiday.
Jay. The nerve of these.
Jay, go to bed, Jay.
It's all
Jay,
bad, man.
please somebody put Jay
Why
Holiday
did
to
they
bed.
have to think he was valet in the middle of him making a point?
Somebody please put Jay Holiday
But he was
to bed.
taping, so they in the middle of taping. Excuse me, are you valet?
You're supposed to stop
What
that
terrible
one and do it
timing.
Yeah,
over.
definitely supposed to do that one over.
Please put Jay
What's
Holiday
that?
to bed. I will say it's got to
That
be
was awful.
it's got to be a generational thing though, because you got Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, James
No,
Brown.
they're just saying
Ronald
this
Isley,
generation.
Luther
He was talking about
Vandross.
for now.
This
I agree.
generation.
Yeah, yo, for now, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about Miguel. Who better than Miguel?
Yeah, I love Miguel.
Drop one of the clues bars from Miguel. Miguel is my favorite R&B
This
singer
generation. He's
of
in the
this
top- he's in the
generation.
top.
And I will say, of the past 10 years,
Chris Brown.
maybe 15, Miguel and Chris Brown got the 2 best R&B records. I think Adorn and F You Back to Sleep, the dirty version by Chris Brown. Come on, man. Ain't nothing better than those
Chris,
2 records.
I think when you talk about king of this generation, it's Chris. Chris has sold over 74 million records.
I don't care about sales. We
Chris
gotta, like,
put up hits.
I don't
Chris
care
makes
about the
great
sales.
records. He goes all across the board. I don't think nobody touching
I'm
Chris.
just talking about talent.
Or
Yeah.
touching, no.
Talent,
Well,
Miguel and Chris Brown.
it was a nice discussion for people to be having, so glad they're having this discussion. Also,
And do we
Jacquees,
consider R. Kelly this generation?
No way.
now, also when
No.
Jacquees was up here on the Breakfast Club, he was talking about his mom getting married over the weekend, and he did go to the wedding. He said he wasn't going to sing because he didn't want to detract from her big day, but he did give her $100,000, and you can see he threw it on the floor in the middle of the wedding.
What song did your mama dance to, Jacquees? Whatever song she danced to, that person is the king of
That's
R&B.
the king of R&B.
All right?
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right, let's get into the mix. All right, we're going to start the mix off with some Buju Free Straight Lord. When we come back.
That was so disrespectful to
That's
Buju.
exactly why they think Sean Paul is really from the Bronx right now. And that's why Jamaica don't accept him, because light-skinned Jamaicans just sound crazy. All right? What you did just now was disgusting.
All right,
apologize to the Jamaican community right now.
Revolt, I'll see tomorrow. If I don't, what you going to do, huh?
Apologize for that. Those pale patois. All right?
patois.
Those light pigmented patois you just released.
Sing! It's the Breakfast Club.
What?
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.